Hello everyone, I hope you all are good and solving lots of questions. Let us solve one with me, and this question is from Capacitor. Let's see. So there are two large conducting plates, identical in size. They are placed parallel to each other. At a separation D, you can see each plate has area A, identical in all sense. One of the plate is cut into two equal parts. You can see the bottom plate is broken into two equal parts. And then a battery of EMF V is connected across these two pieces. ठीक है, broken pieces के across हमने क्या connect कर दिया है, battery. ठीक है, find the work done by battery in supplying charge to the plates. How much work this battery will do in order to supply charges to the plate. तो देखो यहाँ पे क्या होगा, दिस इज अ पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल, दिस इज अ नेगेटिव टर्मिनल. पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल हैज पोटेंशियल और कैपेसिटी टू प्रोवाइड विद द पॉजिटिव चार्ज. सो इस प्लेट पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज आएगा एंड दिस प्लेट विल गेन अ नेगेटिव चार्ज. ठीक है, एंड दिस पॉजिटिविटी, दिस प्लेट इज व्हाट, दिस इज न्यूट्रल but this is conducting, right? Conductor has free charges, so if there is a positive charge just below this much portion of the plate first, देन व्हाट विल हैपन, ये पॉजिटिव चार्ज इसके नेगेटिव फ्री चार्जेस को क्या करेगा, अट्रैक्ट करेगा. सो इट्स नेगेटिव फ्री चार्जेस विल स्टार्ट accumulating दिस वे. ठीक है, एंड सिमिलरली हियर नेगेटिव चार्ज ऑन दिस पार्ट, लेट्स कॉल इट 2, लेट्स कॉल इट 3, on third part will attract positive charge on the other half of the first plate. So इस रीजन में तुम्हारा क्या होने वाला है, प्लस चार्ज accumulate होने वाला है, such that its neutrality will be maintained. क्योंकि यहाँ पे देखो प्लेट वन इज नॉट डायरेक्टली कनेक्टेड विथ एनी आउटसाइड सोर्स, नॉट टू ए बैटरी, नॉट टू द अर्थ, so its neutrality is not going to change. ठीक है, it will still have total amount of charge equal to 0. So whatever charge is here will be charge here. One is negative, another is positive. Let's say charge getting supplied to plate 2 is plus q, then here it will be minus q, and so this has to be plus q. Done it. And so this has to be again minus q, because we have learned one thing, that whenever you're dealing with capacitor, facing surfaces will carry equal and opposite charges. So if this is plus q, this has to be minus q. So we can see here we are getting two capacitors, right? One with the half of upper plate and other half of the bottom plate. इसके पास नेगेटिव है, इसके पास पॉजिटिव है. ठीक है, सिमिलरली यहाँ पे कुछ ऐसा दिख रहा है, दिस हैज पॉजिटिव चार्ज and this has negative charge. So we are getting two capacitors. Done it? Sorry. So now we need to see if these two capacitors are in series or parallel. तो आप एक काम करो, इसको ऐसे कनेक्ट करो. देखो बैटरी ऐसे लिख लो, ऐसे किया. पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल से डायरेक्टली कौन सा प्लेट कनेक्टेड है आप देख लो. पॉजिटिव से मैंने 2 को कनेक्ट किया था. ठीक है, सो यहाँ पे आप एक काम करो, मैंने कनेक्ट कर दिया किसको, 2 को. ठीक है, सो दिस इज प्लेट 2. नेगेटिव से डायरेक्टली कौन कनेक्टेड है, नेगेटिव से तुम्हारा कनेक्टेड है 3. सो मैंने कनेक्ट कर दिया 3 को. अब आप प्लेट 1 की बात करो. सो प्लेट 2 के साथ 1 का एक पोर्शन था एंड 3 के सामने 1 का एक पोर्शन था. सो दिस इज लाइक दिस. अब देखो मैंने इन दोनों प्लेट को एक लाइन से ऐसे कनेक्ट किया. आई मीन आई हैव कनेक्टेड इट लाइक दिस, है ना, and somehow it indicates that these two seems like they are of the same part or something, right? So it seems like that. अब यहाँ पे इस चार्ज को डिस्ट्रीब्यूट कर लो. दिस वाज प्लस 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 माइनस 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 एंड दिस इज अगेन प्लस एंड दिस इज माइनस. ठीक है, it is like this. Done it? अब आप देखो these two system of capacitors are in series or parallel. What do you think? They're in series, right? They're end to end connected, such that negative plate, one of negative plate is connected to the positive plate, and that is what happens in series combination, right? So these two capacitors are in series. और जब capacitor series में connected होता है तो उसका C equivalent क्या होता है, C equivalent होता है C1 C2 divided by C1 plus C2. It is this, right? So सॉल्व कर लेते. चलो C1 का वैल्यू क्या होगा, सो लेट्स कैलकुलेट इट. दिस वाज योर हाफ एरिया यानी कि A/2. दिस डिस्टेंस इज D. सो C1 will be equal to C2 because both are identical in geometry. and that will be equal to epsilon naught A by 2 by D. Let's call it C naught. So this is equal to epsilon naught A by 2D equal to C naught. So हमारा C equivalent क्या होने वाला है? C naught का square by C1 plus by 2 C naught. ठीक है, directly लिखते हैं. So this is your basically C naught by 2. So C equivalent is how much? Epsilon naught A by 4D. Now what we are asked to do in the question, we are asked find the work done by battery in supplying charge to the plate. So again there is one more small concept, और वो ये कहता है कि if you are given a battery, let's talk about resistive circuit. If you are given a battery and if battery is letting q amount of charge come out of it itself, plus q will come out of positive terminal, minus q will come out of negative terminal. So if q amount of charge it is letting go, then how much work it is doing? So for that, calculate C for the potential difference between these two positive and negative terminal. If that is given as V, then work done by battery in supplying q amount of charge will be how much? QB. क्योंकि आपको एक चीज और पता है, आपको पता है इलेक्ट्रोस्टैट के थ्रू वर्क डन पर यूनिट चार्ज क्या होता है? पोटेंशियल डिफरेंस. And here potential difference between positive and negative terminal is V. So work done in supplying a Q amount of charge will be nothing but equal to QB. Done है? So in this case, how much charge is getting supplied? So circuit में आ जाओ आप. इस circuit में क्या है? ये circuit कुछ ऐसा हो गया. It has C equivalent this and it is connected to a battery of potential difference V. So how much charge it is taking out from the battery? So charge आप निकाल लो. Charge क्या होगा? C equivalent V. ठीक है. So this is equal to epsilon naught A by 4D V. So this is this. Work done by the battery क्या हो जाएगा बताओ? So work done by battery will be Q into V. That is epsilon naught A by 4D into V का square. ठीक है. सो दिस थिंग यू कैन डू. यहाँ पे एक क्वेश्चन और पूछ सकता था कि हाउ मच एनर्जी विल गेट स्टोर्ड ऑन द कैपेसिटर. सो I mean here battery is doing some amount of work and work getting done by battery is equal to how much? Epsilon naught A by 4D into V square. So this is the amount of work it is doing. Where will this work go? So some of it will get stored on the capacitor, or is it like कि सारे एनर्जी कैपेसिटर पे स्टोर हो जाएंगे? वी नीड टू चेक फॉर इट, क्योंकि एनर्जी वेस्ट तो नहीं होगा, कहीं ना कहीं तो जाएगा. अगर सारा कैपेसिटर पे नहीं जा रहा है देन इट विल गो समवेयर एल्स. सो लेट्स एक्सप्लोर एनर्जी स्टोर्ड ऑन कैपेसिटर. अगर आपको निकालना है तो आप क्या करोगे? हाफ सी इक्विवेलेंट वी का स्क्वायर, क्योंकि हमारे केस में वी हैव वन कैपेसिटर having value C equivalent and that is connected to a single battery of voltage difference V or potential difference V, right? So here energy stored is this much. So half C equivalent क्या है? Epsilon naught A by 4D into V का square. So this is equal to work done by battery का half, right? So half of the work done by battery is getting stored in the form of electrostatic energy इनसाइड कैपेसिटर प्लेट्स, राइट? सो यहाँ पे जैसे ही इस पे पॉजिटिव चार्ज आएगा, नेगेटिव चार्ज आएगा, इलेक्ट्रिक फील्ड विल गेट जनरेटेड इन दिस स्पेस and in this electric field region electrostatic potential energy is getting stored equal to work done by 2. ठीक है. सो बैटरी का आधा वर्क कहाँ गया? अगर उसने काम किया है, half of it is getting stored on the capacitor. Where is other half of 2? So that will get wasted in form of heat because of resistance present in the connecting wires. ठीक है. So it can happen like this. In that case this wire will get warm over time, right? Because wastage of energy is happening. Done it? So I hope you have understood this question completely and properly, but even if not, you can always let me know in the comment section. Thank you.